Oh, we've got a mite issue over here, Walla.
So, the Suicide Squad was amazing. Even the fans who were the most excited for James Gunn's first foray into the DCEU walked away surprised about just how well done the finished film was. This definitely sparks new life into the DC film franchise that will likely see James Gunn leading the charge into a bright future. Well, that's assuming Disney doesn't keep them all to themselves once he gets back to the Guardians of the Galaxy, that is. The obvious thing that's going to happen to the DCEU is that we are going to be getting a lot more of the Suicide Squad.
New dumb friends!
The movie was a big hit with critics and fans alike, so it's inevitable that a sequel is on the way. At this point, it's pretty clear that Gunn can do no wrong, and there are a ton of epic Suicide Squad stories that he can adapt. James Gunn clearly loves the old John Ostrander stories, which is great because pretty much everything he did with the squad was movie-worthy. There are stories where the team has to stop the superhero Firestorm from destroying the world's nuclear weapons, their fight with Cobra, and of course, their epic showdown with the corrupt Senator Cray. The DC Universe also cannot get enough of Batman. The Batman will be introducing Robert Pattinson as the new take on Bruce Wayne, while both Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton, they'll be appearing in the new Flash movie. So why not include the plotline where Batman discovers the Suicide Squad and tries to take them down? This would be worth it not only for the epic fight scenes, but for the moment where Amanda Waller does the truly impossible. She intimidates the Dark Knight into giving up.
Turn around now, goddammit!
As far as epic goes, there's literally no way to get bigger than the Apocalypse Now storyline. This would see the squad facing off against Darkseid and his armies on his home turf. Rumor has it that the New Gods film and the potential sequels to the Zack Snyder's Justice League are out the door. So this could be the only way to see Darkseid finally get beaten to a pulp for sending Steppenwolf to obliterate Earth. I mean, someone has to take him down a few pegs. Sure, I'd love it for it to be Superman, but why not an organized collection of the Rats of Apocalypse? I mean, you've seen their parademons, so just imagine what their rats would look like. Sequels to the Suicide Squad are all hypothetical right now, but spin-offs, they're already in full swing. Most notably, James Gunn himself was so taken with John Cena's performance as Peacemaker that he launched a whole TV show about it. The show will focus on Peacemaker, his father who trained him, played by Robert Patrick, the anti-hero vigilante, played by Freddie Stroma, and whatever poor bad guys get in the way. Something tells me that this is going to be a 1970s style action series that will instantly be Quentin Tarantino's favorite show ever. After Birds of Prey, or the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn, didn't exactly make it big at the box office,
And I'm here to report a terrible crime.
it looked like Margot Robbie's days of donning clown makeup and leather red and black costumes were coming to an end. Well, seeing as how she stole every single scene she was in, I think there's absolutely no chance that Margot Robbie's on the way out as the Harley Quinn character. Gunn's take on the character seemed to delight in her anarchic personality in much the same way that Kaley Cuoco's animated series does.
Oh my god, it's him!
Projects like Gotham City Sirens, Birds of Prey 2, or even a live-action Harley Quinn miniseries could be possible now. I think the show should actually put her up against the Joker once again to deal with her demons. Not only that, but she should 100% go up against Joker's newest girlfriend/sidekick Punchline, played by Sofia Boutella for sure. Other characters like Bloodsport, King Shark, Amanda Waller, and Rick Flag could have their own spin-offs, but personally, why not Polka Dot Man? An origin story for Abner Krill that shows how he became a criminal in the first place would be amazing, especially if he goes up against Batman and Robin. There's actually a small chance that James Gunn could be given the keys to the entire kingdom, like Kevin Feige and Dave Filoni before him. Gunn's success adapting this DC story could prove that he should be in charge of the entire DCEU. Gunn already admitted that he would have loved to go after Batman if Matt Reeves hadn't gotten there first. I mean, I see no reason why we can't have several concurrent Batman franchises, but hey, they don't ask me. Even if he doesn't become the king of DC, chances are many of the developments in the Suicide Squad could influence future movies. The next time Superman makes a big screen appearance, it would be cool if we could see the whole sequence where Bloodsport fires a kryptonite bullet at Superman, putting him in the ICU. Maybe Lex Luthor hires him to get the job done. The biggest development in the movie is the introduction of legendary Justice League villain Starro the Conqueror.
I've got this one, Mr. J!
No!
While we saw Harley Quinn and Ratcatcher 2 finish Starro off, all it would require is one of those little starfish to survive and Starro will still be a conquering. As cool as it was to see Task Force X take Starro on, I still want to see the Justice League fight him off. Okay, we did get starry-eyed over Starro, but the biggest character introduction in the movie was without a doubt King Shark. His entire role in the movie had me going, Groot, who? I mean, we just have to have more King Shark in the DCEU. How amazing would it be to see him go alongside Jason Momoa's Aquaman? I mean, who else could have possibly put him in Belle Reve in the first place if not Aquaman? I don't know if I'm now more excited about Gunn finishing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 so that I could finally see the movie, or so that I could see all of the wonderfully twisted things that James Gunn is going to do with the DC universe. Or maybe just an original movie by James Gunn. That would be swell again.